then here's the other one for later.
Alright.
So that's 2 maps for now.
Cool, cool, cool. Thank you.
Also, are you cool if I record this by chance?
I can record it for you.
Okay, cool. Sweet. That would be awesome.
Okay. Sorry, who are you in this lobby?
I am Stev Real.
Stevriel, okay.
Yeah, yeah. The Tracer.
So are both of these maps like Tracer games, or?
So one of them is
They're
Tracer mainly, and I believe the other one, if I'm not mistaken, is Ashe, like 90% of the time. So
Okay, cool.
those are just the 2 characters I play mainly.
Yeah.
In scrims and in ranked generally. So
Right. Okay, so yeah, I guess we can start by going over at a high level, like what is your role as Tracer between these comps? I'll ask you, what do you think your role is for Tracer? Seeing the
in this
comps,
comp now,
yeah, with our comp and
um,
against their comp.
well, I think they have a pretty vulnerable backline.
Yes.
Um, besides like Peel from Doomfist, but so I guess the main goal here is just kind of sit on their backline
Yeah,
and
totally.
harass them.
Yeah, just pressure backline.
Yep.
That's good. And that's your primary objective because you don't want to spend time fighting Cassidy, you don't want to spend time fighting May really,
Yep.
and it's not a really good use of your time to spend too much effort fighting Doom either. So backline is the end goal. And to do so, we want to really just get close to them for staging, right?
Okay.
And what we want to think about for our positioning most of the time is uh, our monkey goes in cycles, right? His bubble is like 13 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
and we want to be prepared to follow up on his pressure. Because when monkey's in, that means that we have protection from Cassidy May and like a lot of their damage, right?
Got you.
So we really want to be in position for when monkey goes in so we can follow up. And usually that means 1 blink. The best case is we're 1 blink away from following up.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think I did that here.
Yeah. So like somewhere around this area would be good for you, or low ground here, like some
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
angle close to the back line. However, our monkey gets punished. And that's kind of the theme, right? Like we want to find pathways we can take to get to the back line. So
Right.
this way or this way, whatever is easier, wherever is closer to the back line, wherever our team is in position to follow up, wherever we end up. So we get to them by going through main. So this is good staging here. We go
So
for
yeah. Yeah. Did I make the right call recalling there? Because I think
yeah, you got surprised.
I think I was
by
afraid of
some damage.
like getting one shot by Reaper or something.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Like if you really want to min max, then you could like do another blink, put more damage in, and then recall, or do like a blink melee and then recall. But yeah, it's more or less reasonable. Or you could try and you know, preserve your resources a little bit more if you know your monkey's about to land, which he does right now. But this is totally fine too. Like you don't have to preserve your recall for when monkey lands if you're worried about doing something like that. It's more important that you get value when it's available to you. Like it's return on investment. So here this is juicy. So this is good return on investment. you're in a really good spot right now. So yeah, you should be looking for damage, and the recall is reasonable. Now your monkey's in. You took a little bit too much damage there, but you really, really, really want to maintain this angle
Yeah, yeah.
and
He's
kill something.
I don't know if Ana dies there, but if not, then I definitely could have. Yeah, she does.
You need your damage value in that area. That's just going up. So that fight, you got to your staging. That was good positioning. You got your value necessary, but then you left too far and went back to your team down main when your monkey was in. So everything was good there except
Yep.
for monkey timing. Like you need to be applying pressure when
Even
monkey's in.
having health that low, do you still think it was worth it to hold that angle?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I mean that's something to work on too. Like if you do lose that much health, then
Yeah, yeah,
like,
of course.
you want to preserve your HP. Those staging is a little bit awkward, right? Where could we go? First of all, I think we need to scout more because we weren't really looking where the enemy was.
Maybe go like just all the way around to their backline.
Yeah, I think our options are down this way,
Look for a pulse, maybe.
or yeah, or is there a pathway you could take here? Or you could set up really early and then go down this way. But
Yeah, I think I kind of wasted a lot of time just
yeah,
waiting
but
for them to.
if you're on the front line, it's not so good for you. So right here, you're on the front line if they're gonna walk out this way, and
Right.
you're just too far. Like if Cass decides to peek here, you're screwed. You have no way to get in. Because then if you try and go this way mid-fight, he's gonna shoot you.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
So you have the opportunity to set up however you want. You should take it. Get to the best position you can. There's your monkey cycle. Oh, nice stick. And then a bit of mechanics there too. But see how this is the rotation that we want to pressure. So ideally, when your monkey bubble is down, you're pressuring a squishy in this area. So either Reaper or these guys if you can reach them.
Okay.
And then the next risky rotation that they have to make is going from this cover towards point. This rotation we want to punish too. And you do. This is good.
So, yeah, I guess a common theme is playing with my monkey here more, definitely.
Yeah. It's just like the areas which you want to pressure. Your monkey will jump in, control a certain amount of space surrounding him, and you can be in that area more safely at that time.
Okay.
We're just looking to position so we are able to participate in that fight without using like 2 or 3 blinks to catch up to him. We want to just be in position so we can just use one blink and go immediately. So this pathing is good. This is really good. So your monkey's jumping in, you're in position. Good job. So far positioning, that's perfect. Pressure, 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 pressure. And here I would have liked for you to be aggressive enough to force your own recall, if that makes sense. Like like you have this resource, you have recall up. So you don't have to be too cautious. You can blink on top of people, really, really, really try and get the skill, and recall out to safety. So have you ever heard about the idea of the spike?
It doesn't ring a bell.
So this is something like Wizard Yang talks about, the Korean coach.
Okay.
Is like, here's a graph. This is time, and this is resources. So in a dive comp, our pressure cycles are basically surrounding Monkey Bubble. So it's pretty low, and then one big spike, and then pretty low, and then one big spike. And this is like 13 seconds apart, right?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So is this is specifically for monkey you're talking about?
This is for the composition.
Yeah. Okay.
Like venture,
Okay.
monkey, speed ring, we all kind of have this timing which will be surrounding the monkey bubble. Like the idea is venture cycle is used, speed ring is used, and monkey bubble is used, and this is our spike in the fight. So that's like
Like
this this spot.
this is our yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
This is when these resources are used, and we want to use them in unison, right? Because that will increase the lethality or like the amplitude of the spike.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this spike is when things are going to die.
Okay.
Things are probably not going to die here. Things are probably not going to die here. They're going to die here. So this is when we want to be using uh, all of our aggression as much as we can to try and get the skill. And since we have recall up, this is a resource that we can spend on the spike. So there's no point
Oh, okay.
in trying to use recall here
Yeah.
when we're down our monkey bubble, when we don't have speed ring, whatever, because all it takes is for somebody to look at you, like people to shoot a couple shots at you, and then you're cleared. You used recall. It's not very valuable. But people are less likely to look at you, and they can't afford to look at you as much because they're under so much pressure on the spike.
Mm.
So that's why it's more valuable to be as aggressive as possible and take advantage of all the aggro that our team is tanking in this moment.
All right.
So that's what I mean here. And let's see.
Yeah.
So where can we see the spike happening? This is the spike, right?
Ha- so okay. It's as far as I know, Winston's the only one using resources, right? Because everyone else is kind of split out.
Yeah,
Doomfist
they're not.
is
I mean, to be honest, like this is kind of a mistake from your team or your Winston, but the only like this is just gonna happen in ranked, but in scrims you'll see
but
this more
moral of the story is like
more
just
coordinated.
play. Yeah.
The one you should look for, the one that will control your team's tempo for the most part, is Monkey Bubble.
And he
Like that's the resource that you should really be paying attention to.
okay.
You can pay attention to other stuff too, like if Venture is burrowing like in here and they're about to dig out, then that's a form of pressure.
Hmm.
It's just like if this is happening off time from our monkey bubble, like if Venture is going in, then Monkey's going in, then Venture's going in off time. Overall, it's more difficult to get a kill, and it's also going to be more difficult for you because your team is kind of off time. But you just need to look for the most pressure. Like if Venture's going in, Monkey's going in, the graph might look like this or something like this, right? Like it's not perfect. It's not really what we want to see, but the biggest spike in resources most likely is going to be Monkey because he can tank the most aggro and survive, especially when he has primal
Right.
here. That's what.
Which
Yeah.
he actually used there too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like he does not even. Okay, wait. Where did? He just uses. He wastes his bubble here, so he doesn't have bubble. But that's like the big form of pressure is what I'm trying to point out.
Yeah.
So right there, you already put some damage into Kiri. You should blink on top of her, 1 or 2 blinks, and try and confirm the kill.
Okay.
And then recall out. So you have your resources to do that. That's your opportunity. She's not shooting at you. She's worried about Monkey primaling in her face. You need to take that opportunity and use your resources to try and get the kill. And there you see Zen is low. You had a hit marker on him.
And I didn't
Just use all your resources. 2 blinks, recall, melee, whatever you need, try and get the kill. You can stabilize after. Like, okay, you wasted your... Or even if you don't get the kill, you might force Suzu, you might force TP, you might force some kind of resource.
Right.
And then you recall out, and you're still holding the angle. So even if you don't have recall after the fact, you applied a lot of pressure, you forced cooldowns, and you're still on the angle applying a good amount of pressure.
Yeah.
So it's not a complete loss if you don't get the kill. It's just important that you try to. Yeah,
So I should have
just
probably blanked up
flanked
there.
on. Yeah. This is related to the idea. Well, this is a whole other concept, but you ever heard of the clock positioning?
No.
Okay, so let's go over this super quick. Imagine the fight is a clock.
Yep.
Like hands or whatever. And then this is something Spilo talks about, is as Tracer, you kind of want to pick a position on the edge of the clock. So here or here or here or here or here or here. And your engagements, if you need to go deep to get a kill, you engage inside the fight for a short amount of time, but then you're stable, or anytime you're stabilizing or anytime you're pressuring passively, your main area of positioning should be outside the clock, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
the essence of this is just don't get pincered, because if you're standing here shooting people, fighting for a long time, somebody's going to come flank you. If you're standing here, somebody's going to come flank you. If you're standing on point, somebody's going to shoot you from the back or from the side that you can't see.
So,
and it's not a skill issue. It's not like, oh, I should have dodged that shot or I should have heard them. It's just that like you can't afford to pay attention to more than one person at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a skill issue. It's just like it's putting yourself under the least amount of pressure where you're applying the most amount of pressure. Because if you're on the outside of the clock, then the enemy is in the pincer that you don't want to be in. Right? If you're on the outside, you're the one that's creating the pincer. If you're on the inside, you're the one that's getting pincered. That's the concept there for Tracer.
So the inside is just where you want to be when you're being aggressive, and then
the
otherwise...
inside, well, when you like, it's not a, you can't ever go inside the clock. You should go inside the clock when you're planning probably to use a recall or confirm a kill, or use pulse bomb or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because then you're just going in, you're getting out. It's not for too long. You're on the outside, that's good. Nope. Okay, nice. That's good pressure. But here it's like, why even bother wrapping around? How much health do you have? 140. Do you need to get support?
Was it because of the mail though? Or was it already gone by then?
Well, it's ended now.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is just maintain the angle. Don't waste time going back and looping this way. Just maintain the angle and keep your pincer that you have. This is a pincer.
Yeah.
Is here, you're here. Maintain your pincer and just chill here, or go back to this piece of cover and then go from there.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You don't have to go back main unless you absolutely have to. You prefer not to. Like, Tracer sucks when she's stacked up her supports. Oh, I'm still wrong with that. Nice.
Surprised that worked, yeah.
To the outside of the fight, that's good. You did a little loop-de-loop there. A bit wasteful with your blinks. Yeah, good position. You have to walk through that brutal choke, but you're just shooting them in the back of their head. So yeah, that's good.
Just blink management could be better.
Yeah, but you saw how powerful this position was when they have to go through here.
Yeah.
So this is really excellent. So that was like two big concepts there. Clock, maintaining your angle, and the spike. And that's the fundamentals of Overwatch: space and time, right? Space
I think
being
I think
positioning, and time being like the spike timing pressure with your team.
the spike is like, I feel like that's essential Overwatch knowledge that I wasn't aware about.
Yeah,
That's
reading the
educational.
spike. I'll send you. Here you're starting main, which is not great. I think a good rollout for Tracer is just this direction, because then you're immediately on
Yeah.
the angle. And if they get here quickly, then they can force you out from making this rotation. So, but if you start here, they can't force you out at all.
Okay.
This is good angle for you. That's good pressure. You just need to survive. So here the timing is good, your monkey's in at the same time. The only problem is he's just got a little too far away.
Yeah.
Because now
Aim could have been better, but
if you're fighting
kind of
here,
efficient.
then you are in a pincer. But the effort is good. And honestly, I think you could have survived if you blinked to cover at the end there.
Did I die with a blink there?
So
Oh yeah, I did.
you just need to realize earlier that you're not getting that kill and you're gonna get punished. Because
Yeah.
if you spend longer than 3 seconds, like if you cross this corner and then spend like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds fighting the BAP, you're gonna recall and then end up like somewhere bad, right? But if you just spend like 1, 2, 3, and then recall, you recall to cover, you blink out, nothing that Echo can do to chase you down, like nothing.
Yeah, I just greeted that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just need to survive here. Oops. Oh, no, that one. Okay,
Oopsie.
back. Now we're on Ashe. Okay, okay, okay.
I don't think I played Ashe very long. We'll see.
How do you think Ashe differs from Tracer within this comp?
I think it fits more with like. I feel like this comp is I don't know. I want to say it's more pokey, but with
Ashe is, yes.
Fury
She's more
Venture,
pokey.
yeah.
So, what I would say is you're still looking for timing pressure, but instead of like going in, like flanking like you would on Tracer, you're still swinging with the spike in pressure, but instead of like flanking, it's more of like a wide swing or like swinging wide, dynamiting, going for an aggressive off angle, something like that. So
Okay.
what you want to do is basically just off angle, find off angle pressure, hopefully get support from one of your supports, and then if you're chased down, you just leave and back up. And
Okay.
it's not too complicated. Other than that, it just find a good off angle, and what you're looking for is range, something that suits your hero's range, and cover. It needs to be on a corner, some piece of cover, and then how good of an angle can you get? Like, what can you get away with? What deepest angle can you find that matches these two criteria?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the angle you want to take.
So I think another problem I have with Ashe, I think this ties into this positioning concept,
Yeah.
is I find I'm very easily dove even when my positioning doesn't feel like an overextension.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like a general team problem or positioning problem.
So there could be two factors to that. Is one, you're not backing in time. Like when you're getting pressured, it doesn't. You don't even have to wait for the dive, right? Like if they're walking close enough to you that your range criteria is like broken. Like if they got too close to you
Yeah.
and they can dive you, then you probably just want to back up before they actually dive you and kill you.
Okay.
And the other is support. Now this is not controllable in ranked a lot of the time, but you can just pay attention to where your supports are. And if one of them is on the off angle, like if you swing this way and then Juno's here, then you know that you have support, at least in theory. So you can try and hold this a bit more with Juno support.
Got you.
But it's like in ranked, it's kind of up to you whether or not you want to, how much you want to trust that.
Yeah.
And what that might mean is just leaning towards backing up earlier if you don't trust your plat diamond supports. And that's it. And then also saving your coach. This is like kind of, how do I spell coach? Coach. Saving that cooldown for like when they go on you, essentially. And then you can just coach away, create more distance, and that's how we back up.
Cool.
So you tell me the angle here. Where's the kill box and where's the angle? Your ram is trying to hold this space. Do you know what I mean when I say kill box, by the way?
Yeah.
So this would be like
that.
the kill box, right?
Right.
Or in this area. And where should you be positioned?
I should be behind Ram on the left side, I think.
Yeah, this is good.
Right there.
I like that.
Yeah.
You could even try and go for a greedy one here, but this is probably less reliable, less safe. And you would definitely have to back up earlier.
Yeah, looking back on this, I don't even know. Like,
so this angle is
I would
really
assume,
good, and this angle is reasonable if your ram wants to push in here.
Okay.
Yeah, so either just one of those two, I would say. You kind of just have to read the fight and like think about which one is safer at what time, and also what heroes they have. Like if you can be dove easily, then you might want to choose the more conservative angle. Your Juno's name is Jewish Femboy. I feel so safe in their hands.
Oh yeah. He's kind of cleaning up here. So yeah, this is
I would really like for you to hold this because he didn't force you.
Really?
He just shot you like once or twice, or the caster that was shooting at you, right?
Oh yeah.
Like look how far he is. He's not scary. I don't think he's scary. He's all the way over here.
Yeah, it's out of his range.
Right. You win that duel. So I think this is a good angle for you. You could even choose to back up like to here instead of going back this way. One risk of going back this way is if they have range damage, they can kill you before you get to cover. Because you have to walk through this like kind of hallway. And this is not cover. This is a hallway. So this is cover. When you get here, this is cover and this is cover. So this is good cover for you. But making this rotation, you will take damage, and it is a little bit risky. And besides, are you under threat here? Maybe if the Doomfist wants to slam you. But I would argue that you have enough support to survive that.
Okay, yeah. So
you just need to back up. If their BAP is W king into you, then you back up, and then you back up this way, and then you hide, and then you hide, and if they stop looking at you, you re-peek, and you maintain your angle and keep doing damage. Or
okay,
you could, or if you're under so much pressure, you can coach back and then fight for main. But once you're at main, this is objectively a worse angle for you because they can fight your team up here without peeking you. But yeah. Or you could then rotate this way and find a good off angle somewhere over here. Sorry, that was a lot of information, but like, what I'm saying is seek out those positions, even mid-fight.
Yeah, I feel you.
But Doomfist is so happy that he has 3 squishies standing in front of him on main. He can just... He doesn't even have to kill anybody. He can just stand there and keep doing his cycle, and he zones all 3 of you. While your Ramatra is getting... like... He's like, where's my follow-up? Nobody's doing damage. He's completely alone, right?
Yeah, because the
Doomfist is
Doomfist, yeah.
zoning 3 people. But if you're here, he has to make a choice. Am I going this way and I'm getting shot in the back by Kiriko? Or am I going this way and I'm getting shot in the back by Ashe?
Comes full circle.
Yes. It's the clock. It's just the clock. Taking space, like already here. You gotta kill, just, you know, you're more likely to win the fight if you just immediately start walking. There's no point in being so afraid that your Juno and Kiriko are both standing in front of you in the fight. By the way, why did this cast get here?
He rotated from, yeah. I was there too late.
Yeah.
I wasn't there to
And
contest him.
This guy, if he tried to go down main like you were trying, he's stopped by your Ramatra. He cannot push through here. He doesn't even get good value from here, just shooting the tank. But the fact that he did this mid-fight when there was the opportunity to do so means that not only he gets more pressure on your team, but also he stops you from doing the same thing.
He did what I should have did way earlier.
And if he holds this position and you have to push into it, you're at a disadvantage.
Okay.
If you hold this position and he has to push into it, he's at a disadvantage. And the same thing happens on Tracer. That's why we see Tracer duels happening on the outside of the map. That's why you'll see a Tracer duel happening like in this area, the Tracer v Tracer. It's like, that's weird. Yeah. Why is the whole team fighting here and then these Tracers are like having a date on Ghost?
Yeah, just because they're trying to win the angle.
That's exactly it. They're trying to win the angle. Yeah, we couldn't touch there. Nice, good pressure. Yeah, this map is a little bit awkward for Tracer, but this route is really good for you when the enemy's trying to take high ground. Let's see where we set up. Nice. Go, 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 go. And here, I would just say, like, this is really solid for the most part. Here I would just say, like, you saw the Echo at 1 HP.
Yeah.
Use 1 blink and recall to try and confirm this kill. Like, use all of your resources right now to try and confirm this kill. Because this is your spike.
This is your spike, yeah.
So there's no reason to preserve recall. We don't care if you have recall now. We wanted you to kill that Echo and be down recall. It's a nice off recall. It's risky because you did that play without recall, but yeah, you got to trade. I mean, if anything, If anything, I would just
So
like
I should have just backed
blink,
out here.
just blink
You
like
think?
away.
Yeah.
It's just if you blink here, you're gonna have to use 2 blinks because this is a hallway. This is a hallway. It's not a close enough piece of cover, but this, like these pieces of cover, or even going here, it would be closer to safety, if that makes sense.
Yep. And I get punished by Sombra.
It is too far from a piece of cover. Not quite sure why you rolled out here. If you saw your team on the left side of the map, you can just immediately roll it this way. Right?
Yeah, okay.
Like, why not? Why not just take this? If the BAP's standing on high ground, you can harass the BAP. It's easier and more value for you to do that if you're not being contested than rolling out main and then trying to contest the Brig through main or the BAP through main, or doing anything through main is going to be harder. You can even contest the monkey if you roll out on the off angle better. Like if you roll out here and you wanted to contest monkey, then be like, okay, fine. I'll shoot monkey, clear him out of the front line on my team, and then I go for my flank and try and kill Baptiste.
Okay.
But either way, being positioned on the angle will make the monkey's life more difficult, and it poses a threat to the BAP. Ah. That's a good idea. A little bit risky there. Okay. Here you see your monkey going in. So
Right.
you should be more aggressive. Never mind the EMV. You can't predict that. Nice. Really good. Opportunity. Harass, and you really want to stay on and maintain this angle. Like, where can you get value most effectively here? You control this lane. This is good. Clearing monkey a little bit is fine. He places bubble, you shift priorities to Brig. But this is your space, right? This is your monkey space right now.
So
even though
you think I should have stayed on Brig there?
Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. It costs less resources to try and kill the Brig than it does to blink twice and maybe do like 100 damage, 150 damage to the Sombra. And then, I don't even know if you have recall now, but yeah, you do have recall. And then recall out. It's like, you could stay on Brig, keep damaging Brig, take the Mega from her, keep damaging her, recall, keep damaging her, and then leave. Or if she's even alive at that point. Right? So you can use all your resources defensively, which creates more offensive pressure than if you use your resources to cross a certain amount of distance and then have less resources for offensive pressure. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think this is a result of playing too scared. I honestly, I'm not sure.
That Sombra's thrilled that you just went to chase her and then your Brig gets the rotation for free. Now you're in trouble. You're in the deep flank. That's... the enemies are not gonna... they know you're there. They know you're there is what I'm saying. They're not stupid. Yeah, kill Brig. There we go. Here, I know I say go in with your monkey, but it's not necessary for you to walk into the Winston zap range and into his bubble. Like
I think
there's kind of a trade-off is there is what I'm saying.
I might have done that
A little
because
bit
of
minor, but yeah.
Castle, maybe. I didn't know where it was.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. But like even blinking here, okay, wait, that's where the castle is. Yeah, no, okay, I see what you're saying. That's reasonable. I won't be accepting too much for that. Maintaining the angle. Now find a better target. Okay, your team is dead. You have to get value down. Go for Bob, go for Bob. Nice. Wait, no way you guys clutch this off. Oh, you're gonna use cover here? That Brig's about to... Oh, Brig feeds on point. We love that.
Ooh.
Okay, that was so lucky. I love this, by the way. What are you about to do? Nice. He's isolated. You can do that for free. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my god.
A little bit unlucky there. I would say well, probably your best or your safest rotation there is either
Take high ground, maybe.
yeah, that's kind of hindsighty too. I actually like that you blinked here, but you just need to use the cover more and actually like tuck the corner.
Right. Okay.
Like it was totally reasonable for you to do that. And that, I mean, that's a bit unlucky too. That Sombra got the intel. That sucks to lose that way. It's unfortunate. Yeah, a bit unlucky at the end, to be honest. But yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully we can see some of the like recurring
Absolutely.
ideas there. Yeah. Okay, so that's about 40 minutes. We could do the second code really quick. Or hold on.
Yeah, for sure. I don't want to keep you too long. I feel like that was also just a big like fundamentals knowledge check for me.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what's happening right now with my collegiate team. Okay. Back to Ashe. So just to recap, we're looking for the good range, the good timing with their team spike, and the good angle. And cover. We can also talk about a couple of Ashe techs, but I'll save that for after. Your angle is a little bit strange right now, but it's all good.
I just have gotten back up top.
Yeah, I think so. Or at the very least, stay further back, like here, instead of peeking like towards them and getting booped in by ball. Here you're too close to the soldier right now, because you're the furthest forward person in your team at this point. You see?
Yeah.
So, okay, even if our ball's out, let's say this is the kill box. Where's our cover? This is not good cover. Because you're getting angled on by two angles. So it's denying the cover. So either here, you're on the outside of the fight, good range, good off angle, or here, you're on the outside, good range, good off angle, and good cover. or main. Maybe this is not as good, but it's something. However, you're stacked on your whole team if you're standing here. But this is the problem because there's not enough cover, and it's starting to get too close. As this soldier and this ball move forward, your range is not good enough anymore.
Okay.
So it catches you mid rotation. If you get PD'd and you're here, you probably survive, or you can coach out. Nice. This is a good spot for you to stand. Your team is just kind of losing people at this point. Bob is pretty good. As you know, the idea of Bob is just to create another angle, essentially.
Yep.
Deny people cover. A bit of an overpeak here.
Okay. Also, yeah. So
Yeah.
I think this is a good example of I'm not like I know on paper what you're supposed to do with dynamite.
Yeah.
But I find that I kind of use it as like a greedy way to get picks, as opposed to throwing it into a kill box and like
Look,
getting value out of it with my whole team.
it's fine to use it like whenever you see like you can do damage. In my opinion.
Even in a situation like obviously here I missed it, I think, so I got no value anyway. But assuming
Yeah,
you know,
it's reasonable.
mechanics smart point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just that you end up overpeaked here, so you almost die. Also, whenever you shoot dynamite, try and just unscope shot. Because...
Sorry?
Whenever you shoot your dynamite, try and hit it with an unscope shot.
Oh, okay.
Because scoping costs like ADS time, and it requires more time in between your shots afterwards. So if it's unscoped, then you can shoot again immediately, and you don't waste time doing that. Here, it's an issue with the spike. This is the opposite of your spike. Your spike just ended, however, you're swinging now. See from the overhead. This is your spike. Your junk swings a little bit. And now this is their spike. Where is it?
So was best play just to kind of keep high ground in the back there?
Yeah, like right here, this is their spike, but you're wide swinging right now. So yeah, just chill. Just go back to gas. You can reorient yourselves in this kill box. Always consider like, where do we actually want to hold, and everything else is kind of intermediate poke. So this is like one lane that you could hold, and then everything else, like this is intermediate poke, rotating through here. We don't want to spend too much time there. And this is your next kill box. This is what we want to hold strongly. But if you never make it there because you died while poking, then that's not good. Go to high ground. Yeah. Yeah, I mean here just a little bit of awareness and cover usage, but I don't think go too deeply into that one. Good shots. Nice shot. You have mercies. You have no chance of dying here. this is a pretty solid angle for you. By the way, something that's kind of OP that you might not know about is you can stand on this little lip here.
Oh, I didn't know about
this
that.
thing. You can literally just walk on it the whole way across it. You don't slide off.
Oh, sick. Okay.
You can also stand on this beige rooftop here.
I thought that was one of those platforms that like you slide off.
No, you can just stand on it. Overwatch maps are very inconsistent. But, oops. When you're under a ton of pressure like this, you can always just throw Bob as a, like defensively to alleviate some of the stress. But yeah, that's
Where could I have thrown him there? Defensively, like not on top with me, right?
if you throw it this direction, it'll hit ball and then it'll stop before it goes off the map. Because once it hits a player, it stops moving.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So
I don't know how I didn't know that.
Yeah, so if you're facing like a Reinhardt, for instance, and you want to throw it at the back of the map, you can't throw it through Rein because it's gonna hit Rein, and then it's gonna land like a certain distance behind him. It's not gonna go all the way. Otherwise, it could just bowling pin like everybody.
Yeah.
I think that's what the intention was with the doves there. Girl boss, get him. Nice. Hiding sucks. Nice. Good dynamite. You already won the fight when you bobbed here. Oh, this is overtime, never mind. Yeah, so we won the fight with Bob. Cool.
I'm pretty sure we actually lose this game.
It's possible. It's a bit unfortunate. You're gonna just throw it like on this side instead of over. This does have holes in it, but there's no way your dynamite's going through like this hole.
Yeah.
It seems hard. He found you. Why did you not get healed here? What happened? Oh, Cassidy's flanking. Yeah. You're just in a bit of a pincer here. Like, your best position, probably on this side, where you can use this cover to either LOS Soldier and then peek Ana, or use it to LOS Ana and peek Soldier. So you can pick and choose which angle you want to peek with this piece of cover.
Yeah, okay. I kind of trapped myself in the...
But this is just a three-way pincer. 1, 2, 3. All cast. Yeah. We just need to regroup and push out a spawn together. Don't go chasing him too much. It's not worth it, your time. And here's another over peek. So you don't want to peek ball and get exposed to another 2 angles. You just want to fight the angle. You can go up here. You could go rotate to this corner, right? Or even here. Or you could push through here and try and get this angle on them, which is really good. You know they're on high ground. So how can we solve this problem? The problem being
Um,
the soldier.
going around the other way,
What other
like
way?
going up through the tunnel,
Like here?
maybe. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But let's say you ended up here. Like, okay, starting from this
Or
position, what can you do?
I could also go like where that gas is, like behind the sign, maybe.
Yeah.
Um,
You have to cross this open area. The tire's up, so he's not going to peek you right now. But crossing this is somewhat of a risk. But your team
yeah,
is
yeah.
taking enough pressure. And now that the tire's done, the enemy's back on, and the pressure is up. So I would say
Yeah, I'm
you can even
literally in the open right now.
walk here, and then as your tire's finishing, or while your tire is still up, ideally, you just coach yourself up to high ground and throw bob.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because this bob is not like it's too easy to stay away from. You just stand here. It's not that much of a threat. Okay, actually, I'll probably just call it there because I think I have
Yeah, yeah.
I have
Yeah, do your thing.
something to go to now. So yeah,
Hi, man. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
yeah,
Feel I learned a lot.
cool. Yeah, that's great to hear.
All right, cool.
Yeah, let me know how things go with that, and then in a couple weeks, 3 weeks maybe. Uh, tell me if you felt like you were able to implement these things, improve. If you have any more questions or games to go over, happy to do that later.
All right, of course. Thank you.